Hey, what's up? It's Symphony here. Subscribe to my brother Mr. Creepy as Hell channel, and when you're watching his videos,
make sure you stay in one piece.
I'm usually not the one to be easily frightened, but this experience changed that. This happened 5 years ago. I was 17 at the time. I was coming back from school and I had a lot of homework I had to take care of. When I got home, it was an empty house. My mom and dad were away on a business trip. My sister was at her soccer practice, so I had the house to myself. I took a shower and then I ordered pizza for dinner. After that, I got to my homework. An hour later, I heard some noises and it felt like it was coming from the kitchen. I stopped for a moment and I slowly went into the kitchen. When I looked, I didn't see anything, but I did notice that a cabinet above our sink was slightly open, and I know I did not open that cabinet up. I looked around and then I looked at the cabinet. I closed it, maybe thinking that I may have forgotten to close it, but I was pretty sure that I did. I went back into my room to finish my homework. That's when I heard some noises in my closet. I listened carefully, and it sounded like someone was laughing. I began to sweat profusely. My heart began to pound. There was no denying it. Someone was in my closet. I slowly walked towards my closet to make sure I wasn't going crazy. And no, someone was laughing in my closet. I slowly walked away from the closet. I grabbed my phone and I called 911. I gave them my information and I told them about what I heard. And they told me that they would be there in about 10 minutes. As I was waiting for them to come, I heard my closet open and what I saw startled me. It was an old man who was tall, gray hair, who had dirty, long nails. But what freaked me out more was the man himself. He was covered in blood and he had a very sinister smile. He had missing teeth. He looked at me as I was in the hallway heading towards the kitchen, and then I saw him pull out a knife from behind his back. He started to lick the knife that had blood on it. The man looked at me and laughed and gave this really disturbing, unsettling, the most haunting smile I've ever seen that's etched in my memory that was so disturbing. He had one of those smiles that stretched from ear to ear. And then he frowned. And then he leaped towards me. I dashed to the front door, opening it just in time before the man caught up to me. I ran to my next door neighbor's house, knocked on their door. They opened it, and I explained to them what was going on. They immediately let me in as the man was running towards the neighbor's house. But before that can even happen, the cops pulled up, and they immediately got out of their car and chased after the man. Eventually, the cops were able to catch up to him, and they arrested him. A couple of hours later, the cops were able to find out that the man was able to come into my house through the back door. Apparently, our back door was unlocked, and I think it was my fault. I was taking out the trash earlier that day before I had to go off to school, and when I saw that it was close time for my bus to come, I rushed it out of the house, forgetting to lock the back door. It's a mistake that I won't make again. After everything settled down, I told my parents about what happened, and they came back the next day to make sure that I was okay. I'm just glad I acted fast enough in time, because that man was so close to killing me. I'm glad I survived.